Amateurs listen to their feelings.
Yeah.
The amateur insurance agent listens to his or her feelings. I don't feel like prospecting. I don't feel like dealing with this problem. I'm a professional, and professionals show up whether they feel like it or not. They show up on Saturday. They travel. They show up. I mean, so when I first started coaching people, what I quickly realized, see, I was scripted by Covey. My unique experience is who I have been coached by. Okay, from 18 to 25 years old, I was a disciple of Covey's. Covey wrote The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Principle-Centered Leadership, First Things First, The 8th Habit. But what he really taught me was the whole person theory. People are made up of 4 parts: a body, that's physical, a mind that's mental, a heart that's emotional, a spirit that's spiritual. Each of those parts produce different needs, different intelligences, different capacities. Well, an insurance agent has those 4 parts: knowledge, skill, desire, confidence. If you're not selling or hitting their numbers, they're deficient in one of those 4 areas.
Yeah, 100%.
There's people who are here seeking the knowledge because they don't know. There's people here seeking skill. There's people here seeking prey drive or effort. But when I asked earlier this morning, what's the one thing holding you back? 60% of that room said confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence is the memory of success. I've written a book on it. And I've studied it, and I codify things. I take something and turn it into a science. What is confidence? How do you lose it? How do you get it back? What erodes it? What builds it? Right? And so as a coach, what I do is I take concepts and I deconstruct those concepts and codify those concepts and then package them up and say, here, insurance agent, here, agency owner, here's how you grow. Here's how you accelerate. And I've done it so many times that we've got a huge track record of quantifiable results. Significant quantifiable results.
When you say codify, I heard you use that term in Dallas, Texas last year in I guess it was September last year at the 8% Nation conference, the insurance conference by Cody Askins. And we were sitting around the bar area after. One of the things that I always love about events is the opportunity to connect. And you are a connector.
Yes.
I referred to that in your intro.
Yep.
And I think the biggest thing I've learned from being here at your Person of Interest boot camp this week was that one of your biggest strengths is realizing the power of connection.
Yes.
And relationships.
Yes.
And leaning into those relationships to advance your own life, but bringing value to those relationships, not just trying to extract value.
That's right.
Bring value first, and then value comes back. And you use the word codify to me at the bar. You're like, I took Covey stuff and I processed it and I codified it.
Yeah.
I'm like, is codify a word?
It is now.
We literally
it is in the South.
we walked back to our rooms, our hotel rooms, and we were like, is codify even a word? We looked it up.
Yeah.
And it's a word.
Yeah.
Can you explain what that
Yeah.
word means and how an agent can take concepts and ideas that we're going to break down today that you have codified?
Yeah.
Explain that.
What I learned from Covey, see, I thought I was learning those 7 habits. Now at 44 years old, what I was really learning is how to package an idea. Codification is where you have baked the cake and you know how to bake it. Now you can sell the recipe. But if I'm teaching you how I became a championship coach, so you can become a championship coach, I have to put into some type of formula, some type of process, some type of a mental construct so that I can give it to you, right? Like when I wrote the book Person of Interest, I'm basically studying people of interest, breaking down how they become people of interest, codifying the concept, which is breaking it down into a mental construct, and I'm saying, here's the recipe. Go do it.
Yeah.
So that's codification to me. It's like you run successful businesses, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I come along and say, man, I want to work with Roger, how fast can you give me all those experiences, right? That you've had and what's in your mind?
Yeah.
How do you transfer that to me? How do you transfer your knowledge and your skill and your desire and your confidence to me? Well, if you could just give me your book and say, here you go, coach. This is it. This is my success manual. So that is codification, right? Covey studied 200 years of success leadership when he wrote The 7 Habits. He went to Hawaii. He went on a sabbatical. He went to a library and he pulled out all the success books, Napoleon Hill and all the greats, Dale Carnegie, and he put them on a table. And he broke it down, and he said, all of these people have 7 habits they practice. And he put them into this construct. And he said, these are the 7 habits of highly effective people. As soon as I read that book, I'm like, dang, if I want to be successful, I need to do what other successful people do. And there it is. There, right? And he sold 30 million copies of that book. That's Codify.
Yeah, codified well. You had a question?
Yeah, Hey, Austin here with Life Insurance Academy. We hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and make sure you hit the subscribe button. It's somewhere around here. But hit the subscribe button. We got a lot more videos coming for you. In fact, this video is just a little snippet of the full podcast episode. So if you want to hear the full conversation and dive into those great tips to grow your business, click on the link in the description or search Life Insurance Academy wherever you get your podcasts. Spotify, Apple, Pandora, they're everywhere. But thanks so much. We'll see you in the next video or on the podcast. See ya.